What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jake, aka xxInGodsReachxx here, bringing you guys another video. And in today's video, ladies and gentlemen, bros and brosofiends, we are back. And in today's video, we're playing some Paragon, but we're doing a voiceover commentary instead of a live commentary gameplay. So I do hope you guys enjoyed the phase gameplay. I don't get any kills, I get 1 death, and I get 15 assists. This gameplay is great for the topic that I'm going to be talking about, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, bros and brosofiends, are you guys ready for it? How to play phase like a machine. How to play phase like how phase is supposed to be played as. Right? Because there's a lot of people that don't play phase well. I was playing with a Sparrow, or I was playing as Sparrow, and I got ulted twice throughout the whole game. We ended up losing, right? But I only got ulted by phase twice. If you're Sparrow and I'm phase, I'm ulting you at least 15 times per game, ladies and gentlemen. So without further ado, guys, that's going to kind of lead me into the first thing that I want to talk about, and that is who you ult as phase. Now, in this gameplay, I am playing with one of my friends, CPFP. I ult him right here. He goes off. If you have a Chimera on the team, you've got to ult Chimera 24/7. Now, if you have like a Chimera and a Sparrow, ult them both together. But Chimera is a wrecking ball, bro. Looking like Miley Cyrus on that damn thing back in the day when she used to have short hair, man. He is a wrecking ball. He is a machine when phase links to him and then ults him. He's a machine. So definitely always be on the lookout, guys, of who you ult. Don't ult, you know, ulting Murdoch is okay. That's not a bad idea. But don't ult somebody like Gideon. Don't ult the mid laner. I was playing with a guy today, and he was ulting Gideon. And it's like, Gideon, for one, probably isn't putting in that much damage anyway. His abilities are what really hits him. And two, his cast speed isn't going to go up that much, man. He's going to be shooting out his little orbs really fast, but he doesn't do that much damage anyway with those. So it's pointless. It's a waste, especially if you have a Sparrow, a Chimera, a Grux, somebody who puts in so much power. You know, you have to ult somebody who puts in so much power. A Fang Mao. I think I ult Fang in this video. He puts in a lot of power. His abilities do a lot of damage. And I think, you know, ulting the mid lane, that's like, you know, if you ult Belica, you can't ult Belica. So the first tip that I am gonna go over, guys, that I just did go over is, you know, watch who you ult. Ult your ADC and ult your jungler. That's mainly the big things. Or if you're playing with a Wukong and he's doing work just by himself, ult Wukong. He's going to be two-shotting people. It's going to be ridiculous. So the number 2, guys, is pretty self-explanatory, but you're going to see me doing it a lot in this game, like right here. Save your teammates, bro. Learn how to use the link ability that phase actually has, and save your teammates, bro. You have to link and pull those guys out of combat. If they're about to die, you have to pull them out. If your ADC is about to die, you have to pull them out. If anybody's about to die on your team, you have to pull them out of combat, man, because, you know, losing a tower or something like that is a lot better than having your ADC die and miss the game for 50 seconds to 70 seconds. You know what I'm saying? And I think I do it right here. This Murdoch ends up not dying because I do save him. I do pull him. I might not even pull him. They just aren't even going after him. But we do lose this tower, but our ADC does not die. You know, he was playing it smart as well. So saving your teammates, guys, it's self-explanatory, but I shit you not, you would not understand how many people, or how much I play and I don't get pulled, right? And it's, you know, the phase isn't even linked to anybody, and I die when she, you know, she could have pulled me. She could have pulled me. It's just that self-explanatory, guys. Number 3, this is kind of weird too, but I think I need to go over it, and that is spam the shit out of your abilities. Spam the shit out of your abilities. Become an annoyance in the game. It's kind of like Clary. With phase, make her like, I don't even know what that ability's name is, but I think it's called the Lance, like the Burst Lance. This ability right here that you're seeing, spam the shit out of this ability, and spam the shit out of your square ability or your Q ability as well. I think if you spam the ability and you do certain things like that, it's definitely gonna, 1, it's gonna piss off the enemy team, especially early game, and 2, it's gonna help get kills, man, because you're gonna stop guys like I just stopped that Chimera, and the Fang Mao is gonna end up finishing up some kills. I don't think he kills that Chimera, but he did get that gadget. That's going to lead us up to our next tip, guys, and this is always link to somebody. You're not going to see me in this gameplay free roaming. right? I have 15 assists, guys. I only have 1 death. A lot of people think that, you know, if I have a lot of deaths as a support, that's okay. It's not. It's not okay, because it's basically you're feeding. You know, if you go 0-8, you know, and you have 15 assists, congrats, you know, but the chances of you losing are a lot higher than the chances of you winning, right? I only die 1 time in this gameplay, and I really, really, really want to stress to you guys that dying, even as a support, is not a good way to go. It's not a good thing to do. So always have someone linked, and never free roam. I would say never free roam as a support in general, but especially as FaZe. You know, I do save Murdoch right there. You see, I mean, that's just spamming your abilities, getting the easy kills, and doing what you got to do as FaZe, man. It's what you have to do. The whole team collapses, and look at Murdy, man. Murdy is saved. So definitely always have someone linked, and don't roam by yourself, man. Always be part of the team fights, and always have someone linked. The next tip that I'm going to go over, guys, is the cards, right? It's going to be card based, and this is going to be team based cards. And the cards that I'm talking to you about, especially as sorry Fang, but I didn't save you there, but especially as FaZe, if you want to play FaZe well, you have to pick team based cards and healing cards. What I'm talking about, guys, is of course quenching scales. Quenching scales is huge. Have a barrier or a you know, an armor card in there if you guys will, you know, because that's definitely a huge necessity as well. And the other 2 cards that I want to talk about are Gift of the Rains and Savage Remedy. Now, Gift of the Rains is going to get you not only some mana regen, but a shit ton of health regen. The same with Savage Remedy. It's going to give you a shit ton of health regen, a shit ton, not a shit ton, but some mana regen. And honestly, guys, if you're linked to somebody, if you guys don't know this already, if you're linked to somebody, your health regen bumps onto their health regen. And if you're doing, I think at the end of this game, I was healing like 28 health regen per second. If you do that with somebody like Chimera, like how I do in this game, you guys are literally unstoppable. So really focus on team-based cards, focus on quenching scales, focus on Gift of the Rains and Savage Remedy. If you guys hear somebody else say a different thing, if RGS Ace has a different build, follow his build, because I really like his builds. But I did make the FaZe build that I am using in here today, and I will say Gift of the Rains and Savage Remedy are machine cards. And then it's going to lead us to the next tip by the time this video comes to an end. Rotate your lanes. Rotate your lanes, but always be close to your ADC. Now, as you guys can see here, I'm attacking the OP just because I want to stay next to Chimera so I can use my ult, which I did, and Murdoch's in the middle, but we're doing so much work right now that it doesn't really matter if I need to stay by, like, it doesn't matter that if I, like, don't stay by him. It's not really that big of a deal. But early game, mid game, late game, if you guys aren't getting, you know, if you guys aren't putting in work, or you guys are getting smashed, or with the whole 9 yards, you know, always stay by your ADC. Please, for the love of God, you're gonna make their day, and you guys are gonna play a hell of a lot better, especially if it's Sparrow, Twin Blast, Revenant, especially because Revenant, do not use your ult on Revenant. I will say that right now, don't use your ult on Revenant, but always rotate lanes, but then again, be close to your ADC. That's gonna end up wrapping up the video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. It was a bit quick, I did talk fast, but I hope the tips help you play FaZe superbly. I really hope they help you play FaZe. If you guys are new to FaZe, definitely try FaZe out. She's a fun character to play as, one of my favorite supports, and a great character if you do play her well. So I do hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, comment, of course, smash that subscribe button, and as always, take care.